Hello, Mzansi. Welcome to the Unmuted Generations podcast, and I'm your host, Tirundala. I'm never alone. I'm with your co-host, Cindy Wolf. Hello, Mzansi. Welcome to the Unmuted Generations podcast, and I'm your host, Tirundala. Today on the studio we have Mashilo, the owner and the founder of Melerine Rose International. Oh my God, I'm so excited already. Hello, Mac.
Hello, Tsokfato.
How are you?
Okay. Kaya nkarwa blush ayan.
Well, not really.
Okay. All right.
Could you please give us a background about yourself?
A background about myself. Actually, it's such a great honor, and what you guys are doing, it's a very incredible thing, and it's such a great honor for me to be here. Actually, a background about myself. It's I'm a philanthropist at nature. I study fashion. I study fashion. Very passionate about the luxury industry. My name is Kagiso, but I'm well known as Mashilo, the creative director of Melerine Rose, a luxury brand that is started Klipgat actually, with the passion of everything that I have. It all started in 2013, so that's who I am on that space.
Okay, that's nice.
Thank you.
It's really nice. So could you please tell us a bit about the name Melerine Rose?
Wow. The name is coming from the humble beginnings, if I could tell you, Tsokfato. I grew up with the sense of curiosity. I grew up with a sense of passion. I grew up with a sense of imagination. So there was like when I was growing up, there were a lot of names that keeps on popping in a form of Melerine. So my high school teacher, which is my favorite, her name is Melerine. She taught me graphic design, so I got the name Melerine there. And when I went to fashion, when I was doing my internship at African Fashion International, I came across the name Melrose Arch. And when I was young, I remember very well there used to be like an advert of a spread cheese called Melrose cheese, and like I the name kept on coming across, and that's where I came across an actress called Melerine Monroe. And when I think about it, I was like, you know what? I think I can work on something here. And then I came across the name Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela, it was not Nelson actually, it was Nelisilwe Mandela. You get what I mean?
Okay.
And then a lot of white people could not pronounce Nelisilwe, and they end up saying Nelson. You get what I mean? And me too, because of coming across those names of Mel, and that's why I was like, okay, let me just say Melerine Rose. So Melerine is an elder woman, a woman of luxury actually. I define as a woman of stature, excellence, and dedication. She's a philanthropist. It's a woman that has close heart to where she's coming from. And a Rose is a young girl, so when she grows up, she wanna see herself as Melerine. So if you think about it, it's like I'm designing for two women with different types of personality. So in Melerine, you will see the clothes covering the whole body, and Hosheba Rose, you will find her in a space where she still wanna embrace herself, like Tyler. You get what I mean? She's still young. She still wanna like reveal certain things on her body. You get what I mean? She's still excited about the development of her body, but her development of her body is consciously related with who Melerine is, receiving some guideline from Melerine. But when you see Melerine, it's all about prestige. Actually, it's all about sophisticated, class, and elegance.
Okay, I like that. So your brand is based on designing for women only.
Passion at heart. It's focusing on women, but we're working towards creating pieces that will have the identity of men as well. We're gonna design for men, but only few in a drop. You get what I mean? But what the brand is all about, it's all about the empowerment of a woman.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Thank you.
But then why specifically women? Because like women, they mostly do get clothes.
But what am I gonna say? I feel like women have so much activities. You get what I mean? Unlike men, you get what I mean? I'm not gonna like every day in a way. You get what I mean? But women are type of people economically. So women are type of people by long I would say she doesn't have graduation. She's gonna meet up her friend. She still have that ego saying I can't wear the same thing. You get what I mean? And what I really like about women is the idea that women have women is so much of inspiration around it, like in terms of women's body, in terms of posture, in terms of behavior, in terms of personality. You get what I mean? So women have so many elements that definitely sparks my creativity and to be where I am and say and solidify my words and say I'm a women's wear designer. Yeah.
Let's rotate.
It goes with the price though.
Okay. So when you decided to like you want to be a fashion designer, right? Because like you're from a black home.
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
So how did your family take that?
There was to think about it. There was a history that has been hidden actually for me that I didn't know. Right. My parents are coming from Limpopo. You get what I mean? So for a bit of a background, my dad is a taxi driver. So my dad, like when I remember when I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, Dad, now I want to study fashion," and it didn't make sense to my dad. You get what I mean? Because my dad, it didn't make sense. Like, so why do you wanna do fashion and everything? And mind you, art, especially fashion, is not something that definitely is prominent in our communities. I mean, a lot of us want to become doctors, become lawyers. You get what I mean? All those
accountants.
You get what I mean? During my time, engineering was the factor. I mean, a lot of students wanted to go to UCT, UP, studying IT. You get what I mean? Information technology. So for me, fashion was, as I've said, actually. Like my dad as a taxi driver, nanza abona di traffic cop, di motsela tšhelete a ke re itse kre ba tšo and everything. So papa tlisa cold drink. Papa ka na bona batho ba le ba tlisa cold drink o ka re ke nna mara ke bisho ka re mfana ka lena ka tsisa batho di cold drink a pre patela batho ba bantši. I remember he telling me that like kagiso wa sa be traffic, like o sa be le traffic. It was not a passion for me, you get what I mean? And passion for me, Joy, is to make an impact. Fashion for me gives me a voice actually to speak. You get what I mean? Fashion for me give me an idea to change so many things, to change narrative, to preserve our culture, our heritage. That's what fashion does for me. You get what I mean? It's beyond just a dress, but it's a dress that definitely takes someone from emotional down or stress or whatsoever and give them a certain feeling on that moment, because I don't design clothes actually. I design feelings in a way. You get what I mean? When you wear my clothes, you have to feel in a certain way. You get what I mean? That's a type of thing. And for me, with choosing fashion, only to find out history said my granny was a designer before she died in 1965, and she was also a businesswoman in Limpopo, and she was a female, like she was designing wedding gowns. And she was specializing in women's wear. So I guess it's running the DNA, hey?
I guess this fashion thing, it's a generational thing. Mashilo
I think I'm the second generation for me. So but after hearing that, it brought so much interest, so much of belief. Like if it clear to a point so that I can just like put it there when I'm down, when things are not going wrong. Because let me tell you, this industry is ruthless, eh? It's not as you see the glamour and the elegance and everything, but there's so much that goes around this industry.
Oh, okay. Speaking of the ruthlessness of the industry, how do you deal with the challenges the industry?
I'm coming from a womb that prays, actually. So
that's nice.
my mom
Wow.
is a prayer warrior in a way. You get what I mean? And that keeps me intact, actually. So where there's sanity, where there's clarity, there's sanity. You get what I mean? So in that aspect, I think all the challenges that I come across with the vision that I have, because I have an incredible vision. It's only a matter of time for you guys to witness it. I think what keeps me going with that, it's the prayer, actually, for overcoming all those challenges. I mean, look into the economic environment in South Africa, Tseho.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of majority of black people that want to support you, but they can't because of the inequality that we have. You get what I mean? They become more inspired. Someone say no, like how sad the situation is, Tseho. It comes to a point whereby you find a lot of people having so much of inspiration and say, I love your dresses, but when you look at them, it's like, no. When you say the price, it's like, my dress is, but they ask, how much do you start? You get what I mean? It's like, no, I start by 6,000, 7,000, and someone say, I can't afford. You get what I mean? Already, like, you see that conversation, like they detach. The minute when I start putting the price, they detach. But it comes to a point where and they don't even see the imagination of saying it's possible. Because when I said 6,000, I don't mean that you wouldn't afford one day in your life, but I'm saying that you will afford it one day. Maybe this is not the right time for now. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way inequality of ours has made so many things very difficult, to a point whereby a lot of kids, a lot of parents can be able to afford, and when they can't afford, you feel like they're not supportive. I mean, there's so much of level of support that I've received, Motlepad. If I could tell you, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate for the love that I'm keep on receiving. There's a lot of people that wore my garments. There's a lot of people came to a lot of activities that I've done. Klipgat High School, when I started with my events, thinking of it and looking to the everything, I become more inspired.
Oh, okay. I heard you or we relate an event Klipgat High.
So much. Give Mr. Mokoma. He was your principal, right?
Yeah, he was. I'm retired.
Yeah. Like, I want to thank Mr. Mokoma. Like, Mr. Mokoma, one of people that understand what his community is as a principal.
Some he does.
You get what I mean?
And
like,
he's very kind.
I really like his leadership when he speak about government institution and communities. The understanding of what like skolo se kaile lang the community instead ya gore elebege just as a school one time. Remember, even fella for bana. I mean, I didn't have a shelter to organize my events. But Mr. Mokomar, I remember he said, Kagiso, I'm your messiah and I will help you. You get what I mean? It's like, organize what you wanna organize, Gamara shelter Ela. And that was my first.
You have a venue already.
Man, I had a venue. The only thing that I needed to think of was me to think about how can I bring a full capacity for Klipgat High. You get what I mean? Those who knows. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So and that I was very visionary on that. That's where my leadership started, actually. So I remember the first event that I did. It was like, how many? I think not about 15 actually. And not about 15 in prominent people on my guest list was my mentor, Kofan Somaray, was an architect, wanted to speak Lebanon. He's doing well right now for himself. And to speak about that, he even opened an architect firm in Dubai as we speak right now. He has offices in Johannesburg and Cape Town and Mozambique as well, because he was busy with an airport there. You get what I mean? So he's one of the person that keeps on inspiring me when I started the journey. I remember he said something when he said, Mac, teach yourself to see the invisible and do the incredible and achieve the impossible. That is always in my mind each and every single day.
Wow. Okay.
So and that I invited Raphael Graffits. Nabareke vosi como vango na ilongwana thandaza.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like hey that yeah, he definitely helped me so much. I thank him. Whatever way we meet in events, it's like Mapui. Man, thank you so much for being there with me. You know, one thing is to start something and get the Mashilos, we don't start, we finish. You get what I mean? So we don't just start things and not finishing them. You get what I mean? So I feel like people have put effort to help me, and why should I give up? You get what I mean?
Exactly.
So you people are the type of people that inspires me. I mean, that 15 people that came in, it was like, okay, cool. So I decided, what can I do more? And that's where I met this guy, Barakiko Keitso Mukwape. And Kogetsu was a fashion designer before I became a fashion designer. And I said, Kogetsu, how can we work together? How can we bring fashion to this event? And Kogetsu managed to say, Meg, thank you. I'm going to come and showcase my clothes. And that's where everything with me and fashion started. And then Kogetsu came in on that year, and I managed to market the event with fashion and other categories in between. So, some more interest. Let me tell you, there were how many kids? There were close to 1,500 kids that came, close to 2,000 to 1,500.
From 15 to 2,000.
That's right. And I think I made a lot of money that time, I guess. I think I made about like 15K, and it was a lot. Selling the,
especially Kanakwela.
Yeah, you get what I mean? But entrepreneurial, it was my thing, because I remember even when Kiloko, I think when I was like Kitsanako Fuman, I think how old was I by that time? I think I think I was in grade 8. Yeah, grade 8, grade 9. I was selling water ko Krosong Murlasan. And I was making a lot of money. You get what I mean? Yeah, I remember the money I think it's Sun City Gayon. I bought it go Sun City, all of it. You get what I mean? Because like my parents couldn't afford me to take me to Sun City, and my curiosity and my imagination of luxury wanted to go there. And I bought Motorola L7 during that time, and those are type of things that developed me to be an entrepreneur. So it was easy for me to sell tickets Klipgat High School when I started, because I had an understanding. So I was building relationship with money, since now money is not new to me. You get what I mean? So those are type of areas within that, and yeah, man, the rest is history. Yeah.
Okay. No, Siagus.
Yeah, so the rest is history, because I mean that was my first event, and the second event it was me being appointed to go to Paris, and I organized an event called the Sheraton Hotel in Pretoria, and I was raising funds for me to go to Paris, and I was asking people the 100 rand actually. And I decided also, let me do a gala dinner, and I raised about 350 to 160,000 rand.
Pila fashion in
yeah, I work so hard to make it or ever easy for no feel yeah in a chelet. You get what I mean? Until you step in, you'll be like, yo, hi man, this guy we love yeah. You get what I mean? And that's where. And the second, which is I think it was last year, I took the event from the gala dinner. Oh yeah, my first gala dinner was Lechai Mediclinic. Yeah, it was Lechai Mediclinic when I did it for grade 12 kids. But that was just a charity actually. I didn't want to gain anything.
Okay.
And then Klipgat High School, Mr. Mkomana thing. So I selected all students actually from different schools. Mea Khase, Hebrew, I went to Rasmus as well. I went to Mabopan, Bomorosele. And Baraki and school says Melerine. There's a school Melerine. Yeah. Ngakamaseko. You get what I mean? So
there's
I
a lot
did
of schools that are Param.
Yo, Marakoma Bupana, Motlepata thing, Melerine.
Obviously not.
Okay. So yeah, so those are the type of schools that did gala dinner for them. And then that was my first gala, and the second was the one that I was appointed to Paris. And the second one I did it by the Mashilo Hotel. I did it go Main Lane Main, cause I mean Murla Sani Tuhile mo. Yeah, go Main Lane. So that's the one that I did last year. Yeah.
So far you did 3 gala dinners.
Yeah, so far I did give successful 3 gala dinners.
Okay, so should we expect a gala dinner this year?
Woo! Yeah, man. There's a lot of people that love to be part of the gala dinner. I wish you could be part of it and understand the reason behind it. You know, hona le ngwana monsela mfounela, and she said to me, and she said, Meg, thank you so much for organizing a gala dinner. Your gala dinner managed to take us to places we never thought we could go.
Okay.
Only by 1,500 has managed to give us a huge exposure. Like, can you think of it? Last year we invited the head of marketing and communication manager for Ferrari in South Africa. Her name is Chanel Zaki, and she was part of the event and being able to inspire a lot of kids, especially young girls, because Melerine Gala, it's about inviting Melerine women to come and speak with Rose. I didn't want to do this gala dinner based on celebrities, but I just wanted to look at this thing at walk of life of ordinary women. I can take even me oilong hore Zimba Mostraten to come to the gala dinner to give her story, because people thinking that success it's about maybe driving a Bentley or having so much. You know, for me, success it's about doing something that I wanted to do. Like example, my mom rata inkomas. If I buy inkomas for my mom, that is success for me.
Okay.
So that's why I started realizing I've been communicating with a lot of women by long hore. When I'm with them, we communicate. It could be restaurant, it could be in the offices. I feel like they have so much to talk about. You get what I mean? And for me, that's why I started realizing, let me organize a gala dinner. Something that will give them an exposure, something to come to closer to ordinary people and inspire them. And if I could tell you, you will never gonna miss the gala.
Sounds interesting.
Thank you.
I would really like to attend.
Yeah. That's right.
I would really like to attend.
That's right.
So good, you measure success because based on what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
So how would you measure success? Yeah, Melerine and Rose. International.
I mean, you said it right now. That's how I measure it. The last word that you have said. What have you said? International. Thank you. So I mean, like I remember when I started into fashion, and I said I'm gonna measure the success of my brand as a brand like rent for 4 months. Like I remember when our lecture about why you want to study fashion when why want to fashion, and I said na ma'am one dress that will pay my rent for 4 months. So basically, like my target in a year, is 10, and I'm done for a year. You can imagine. That's
so
when
you patella rent there 4 months.
You get what I mean?
So 10.
You can think of it. You get what I mean? So I'm getting that chef oilong hore. Because the more appeal about you lose the flavor.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So then like a dress, like I wanna pay attention into detail. More dressing I really don't like the idea or don't support that because I'm black. I want you to support me because of the excellence that I put.
Okay.
The craftsmanship that I put. The hours of time me and my team brainstorming about your body, brainstorming about your look, brainstorming about the whole 360 degree of luxury services that we can give it to you. So that's what I'm passionate about. And that on its own comes with pressure. My mom always says something when I come across this thing. Mama Wisela, my mom say, Kagiso, Mac, you should understand something. Perfection is an enemy to progress. Like this thing ever so I remember fighting with my team. I said 4.5 on this, like let's all like a little hole like 4.5. You get what I mean?
So
like,
you're a perfectionist.
I would say that, and it's so painful. And for me, being perfectionist and striving for perfectionist, it was the vision that I have called the global ambition. I mean, when I go to Europe, man, I come across people from Thailand, people coming from different countries, definitely understand craft, you get what I mean? Especially Parisian, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the way they curate their store, the way they speak about 360 degree of luxury, they give all their best, you get what I mean? So those are one of the things that the more I travel, it was the more I would say.
I get it, the artists, they work from emotions.
Yeah.
I get babang they produce dilo tsa bona or create dilo tsa bona because from the emotion of happiness, sadness. Which emotions?
Yeah, man. The minute when you ask me such questions and I say like it's like I'm trying to recall my creativity, how it comes. As I've told you, I'm passionate about luxury. I feel like when I'm in a space of luxury, that's where my creativity run a lot. You get what I mean? So what inspires me with me creating? Yes, emotions are very, very important. I mean, especially when I'm in a breakup.
Okay.
What do you want to name, like things like breakup or because I can activate my emotions. That's the other thing about me. I can listen to sad songs and everything and then turn into that and reminisce about things sakale and start working from there. You get what I mean? Sometimes imagining where I want to go, you get what I mean, helps me. When I think about my family, when I think about what I want to do for the community, where do I want to see, like what type of a store do I want to. But luckily right now, because Instagram is one of those things that allows us to see the other side of the world. You get what I mean? I can Google like the hotel showcase it at the Red Hotel and like think about it, and when I'm thinking about it and start to sketch looking at the artwork and everything and stuff. So mostly I would say imagination helps a lot. Imagination helps a lot. Feelings helps a lot. Songs, I listen to songs, helps a lot. But another thing is where I'm getting my inspiration again, beyond that, it's like I remember when I was studying fashion at Tshwane North College, because I'm not far from Gautrain, right? I used to go to Gautrain station like 5 o'clock. Just go and sit there, get to the pensele, and look at those women who are coming out inside the Gautrain train out, and I've been looking at them because what I really liked about them, I would see different types of personalities. You get what I mean? Like the others are looking like CEO, the others are working towards the corporate ladder. You get what I mean? The others are very young, the others via skolong. You get what I mean? So I would take elements. You get what I mean? I'd be like, oh, I like that skirt. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. You get what I mean? And then from there on, use my phone, take pictures and everything. Then on Saturdays, I would definitely sit down and sketch. You get what I mean? So the traffic train station also was playing my role as well when I level what luxury is all about and what design is all about. Yeah.
Okay. So Pila, there's a lot of things they could inspire one dress.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot when it's like I remember there's a it's just that the deal didn't work out the way nigga planned nigga thing. Which is I'm still gonna make it work. I wanna go to Switzerland. You get what I mean? There's a flower that I wanna see. The flower, it's called Edelweiss. It's the name of my daughter. I want my daughter to in future. Like I love that flower. It's called Edelweiss. So Edelweiss, it's a flower that grows at the peak of the mountain in Switzerland. You get what I mean? It becomes more white. When you get closer to it, you gotta get snow. That particular flower. You get what I mean? What I love about that flower, it's a test of time. That flower stand there based on test of time. So it's the flower, imagine is that the peak, watonya, who cold, but the flower still blossom. So when I look at it, it's like I can turn it into a story and design a collection inspired by that flower. The first collection that I did, it was my first couture collection. Haute couture means expensive dresses. I remember I did this event called Murula San actually, and I was doing fundraising for an orphanage go it was Slovo. I was doing it called Slovo, wabo, and that collection was called but again, I remember because the first one was the deepest, darkest tears of Atlantic Ocean is the second one. Actually, anyway, let me say this. That collection was inspired about the flower called Sri Lanka. Yeah, no, the flower is found in Sri Lanka. It's called water lily. You get what I mean? So with that collection, I was inspired about how that flower grows. So the flower grows inside before it can pop up, right? So for me, I was like, I looked at it as like, we as men, we appreciate women ba pop up but we really don't understand the nurturing process of them growing up. Okay, but you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So literally no one look at the flower, how it grows. And that collection, it was my first collection that definitely inspired so many things, and I've managed to design a beautiful collection. And that's where I got picked up from Paris and say, no, we love your work and we would love you to come to the Ritz Hotel in Paris by the Paris Fashion Week and showcase. Yeah,
international.
I guess. Yeah, man, that's the dream we are chasing. But soon we'll be attracting, we'll no longer be chasing.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you.
So or you also listen to songs who inspiration. I get.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific song like you know that this one will trigger you, or a specific genre?
Yeah, man. My work comes in so many different ways. I mean, there's a lady actually that I love. It's called Emily Sande. What I love about Emily Sande, her music gives me that thing of, you're gonna get there. You will get there. God's gonna be there with you.
Okay.
That's what I really love about her. Are, you have the words to change the nation, but you're binding in your tongue. Come on. Like, that's the name of the song. When I sing that song, like, it brings so much of inspiration around me. It's called Emily Sande. It shaped me to my creativity when I go through a lot. And then Adele. I mean, listening to Adele at Hello. You can even look at the visuals of Adele. I wanna do a collection inspired by the visuals of Adele. Lebella Adele khatsana ka montlung mo ilong gore sofa e tletse dust. You get what I mean? Picking up from where she have left and everything, trying to build herself around there. You get what I mean? And atomo khopola motho ola wa hae wa the past and everything. It's one of those things. You get what I mean? Like, we can still use our imagination, our creativity based on things. That's why re mo modimo kopa re tshwarele dilo tse re sa healang mo tsona. You get what I mean? It's one of those things. But we as artists, our healing process, it's stepping into them and start to develop around them. You get what I mean? So, because I felt like art is coming from a place of hurt, a place of feelings, emotions. Could be emotions of hurt, emotions of happiness, or everything. So a lot of people comes from there. I was at this moment I was like looking at the documentary. I forgot the name. It's called Maria. I forgot her name, but it's Maria Callas. Yes, I've been working on the documentary of Maria Callas. Maria Callas was a very amazing woman with amazing voice, but along the way she lost her voice. You get what I mean? Like, she lost her voice along the way, losing herself, trying to love someone. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can understand all those emotions. When I look at the story, that's why sometimes the only person I thought judging Mudimu, because it comes from that point, because you don't know where my art is coming from. My art is coming from a place of my past tribulations or my past excitements, and I'm no longer having it anymore. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like holding it into something. So music definitely give us that. The hip-hop culture, the hip-hop culture connects us with what's happening right now. You get what I mean? Because I mean, hip-hop with fashion have been correlating a lot, because I've been giving a culture, giving a set like adore her. Like, if you listen to Dior, I mean, songs made about Dior. I mean, if I could realize, there's a lot of black musicians, especially the hip-hop, that contributed to the Western brands in terms of their music. Right now, a lot of kids know that brand because of someone is singing about it. We knew Tom Ford through Jay-Z. You get what I mean? We knew F. Laurent through Jay-Z. You get what I mean? We knew Louis Vuitton through Kanye. You get what I mean? So it's one of those things that definitely like, because they've been influencing culture. I mean, like right now, you know that song ya Paris. You get what I mean? It's a culture, you get what I mean? And everyone dreams about going to Paris. So that's what I'm telling you, that art has a certain way of communicating. Look at how music is communicating with you psychologically, and then when you listen that song, and that was my era at that time, because it's like I was going to Paris and the song was playing. You know what I mean? It was like, oh,
so you felt it.
You know what I mean? So it was like, it was that. So, yeah, man.
It matched with your vibe.
It matched with my era. From the airport, from the OR Tambo to Charles de Gloom.
Yeah.
To Doha, I was like, come on.
Okay, before we wrap up the show, what would you say to motivate the upcoming entrepreneurs, fashion designers, like they look up to you?
I think I don't want to, like, I don't want to influence people, but I wanna say this: dreams without actions are not valid. You get what I mean? And actions are more harder than when you dream. But what I've just realized is I'm coming from a community that lack imagination, and I feel that that's what killing us. And the other thing that I want to say again is it's fear. A lot of us as black people, we have fear, and I understand, because maybe some way somehow it's coming from our culture. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
White kids speak confidence, but black kids speak smaller of themselves. They can't even imagine themselves being in Europe. And funny enough, it's when you come back home, a lot of people clapping. It's like, oh, I should let that guy, yeah, na oh, la wamona, o showcase ko Paris. Because I've never showcased in South Africa. I've never. I think maybe next year I'll be showcasing. I haven't made up my mind. I've been focusing on Europe a lot. You get what I mean? I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, na all, and I really don't like that. Because I feel like, you get what I mean? Eh, cho daman utama ka Ferrari. Yo daman utama we want to Benza daman.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I feel like people are losing them touch with themselves. Feeling so on. They can't even imagine themselves. You get what I mean? Abate pony is a silo. So I feel like that culture needs to stop. That culture, I'm not saying ho risk admire other people baba achieve in my life, but I can admire but to a point because it's like you lose. It's like falling in love. It's like loving someone as equal as you losing yourself. You get what I mean? It's the same as that. I mean, people move on, and when you lose yourself, it becomes more hard. If right now I'm loving someone and I'm losing my fashion, and I don't longer do fashion and everything, when I'm trying to catch up with myself, it's already gone. The industry has changed. You get what I mean? So those are type of advices that I can go as a general. But in business, guys, we need to read. We need to read. We need to change our algorithms on our social media. I mean, we need to follow right people. Guys, there's a lot of information on Instagram.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information on Facebook. You get what I mean? So I think it's a matter of AI. Look at to AI. AI, artificial intelligence. It's never gonna tell you. You need to type, and then you know it offer. So type it. You get what I mean? So if you don't know what to type, I will type in. AI is not gonna help you.
It won't.
You get what I mean? So right now you can type it to AI and say, I want to start a business plan for fashion, for luxury brand, and AI will tell you. You get what I mean? So that's why they say people, but hey, right now the easy. No, my thinking is slow. My easy. You get what I mean? So what I'm saying to you, Kohoreng, I think if we can change our algorithms and start following, like I can give you one person that definitely make a huge influence. He's in Vusitembe Kwayo. those are type of people that definitely ignites hope.
Yeah, that man ignites hope.
You get what I mean?
Oh.
Ignites hope. You get what I mean? Those are type of people that we can definitely look up to. Instead of listening to algorithm, benefit you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So meaning why algorithm ya rena ka Friday ya change irisa ko di amapiano di lo mamang and everything. You get what I mean? So what about algorithm ya ko China? Ibolela mbona ka Friday. You get what I mean? So it's one of those things that someone have said it before, and I fail to understand 16 June why let's celebrate the 16 June with alcohol. You get what I mean? So it's one of those things that, did we understand what 16 June is?
I don't think we do.
So that is our algorithm.
Yeah.
Our algorithm says 16 June ke Friday and it's a holiday. And then alcohol is there, we're going to drink alcohol. It becomes our culture, become our algorithm. We lost the meaning
of 16 June.
Of 16 June. Maybe we lost even the meaning of who we are and why we are here. That's why we are a depressed generation.
Nah.
Because it's very sad that we don't even know. And how say it is so linson. It's easy to attend atlotsa selling sa ko hena fetsa o rekisetsa sona back. That's what China is doing to Africa. So for me, that's the thing that the Western have been doing as well. So for me, I would say, guys, let's read and let's focus. That's the only thing. Let's not chase and let's attract.
Let's not chase. Let's attract.
Yeah.
That's the word of the year. Word of the day.
I hope there's still a lot of speakers that are gonna come here. I hope they will change that word. You get what I mean? They'll bring another word. You never know.
Okay.
Because the list is still coming. Am I right? So you're still gonna interview a lot of people.
The list
you get what I mean?
It's piling up.
Maybe we'll be interviewing Tyler soon. Yeah.
Hey, magabuye again, South Africa. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for honoring us and gracing us with your presence. We really appreciate it as the Unmuted Generations podcast.
I think it's only the beginning. So much is gonna happen. Thank you so much for Tsokofatso for giving me this opportunity and for seeking deeper to know who I am. And I hope this message will go across, as we know that Unmuted Generation is becoming a national thing. You get what I mean? So thanks to the founder, thanks to you, the interviewer. So thank you everyone, and thanks to those who are about to listen to this. Yeah.
Thank you. The pleasure is all ours. There you have it, South Africa. I hope we've learned, because the journey that that Meg has gone through, we're really inspired. But unfortunately, we have to come to an end. So, this is me bidding my goodbyes. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, and share. And also comment. Thank you so much, and I'm still your host, Tirundala. Bye. Love you.